Hi, my name's Jason and I hope you're okay today. It's good to see you. I just want to share something with you because I really think it's important, and I just can't let it drop. I have to keep making videos until some people realize what I'm saying and until it sticks into people's minds and something's done about it. That is the issue of aggressive atheism. Um, And you can see this in Richard Dawkins' Aggressive Atheism, where Richard Dawkins has said that it's child abuse for people to teach their children about God created the world in 6 days. That kind of language is really, really bad, because if I was to use that as a Christian concerning atheists, there would be an uproar. If I said atheists are abusing their children by bringing them up in atheism, there would be an absolute outcry. But because we're Christians, the West doesn't bother and just allows us to have our rights trampled on. And another example is Sam Harris saying that, religious people are dangerous because they're irrational. And if they're irrational, they could do irrational things like blow people up. And again, if I was to use the same kind of language concerning atheists, that I would say atheists are irrational and they could blow people up, the Western democracies would be in an uproar and very angry concerning that. And another example is Christopher Hitchens, where he said religion poisons everything. But if I was to talk like that concerning atheists all the time, it would just cause an uproar. And I think if you're a politician, if you're a writer, if you have some kind of influence in public office or wherever, you know, to consider this issue about aggressive atheism. We've had it for 10 years, and there has to come a point where this kind of aggressive atheism shouldn't be tolerated, that people are allowed their opinions, people can criticize, but when it's using kind of language like that, demonizing people like that, there has to come a point where, as civilized people, we have to say enough's enough, this isn't right. And I feel that these aggressive atheists, like Richard Dawkins, who has tried to put a more senile, more kinder, sane packaging on what he's saying by having dogs photographed with him or filmed with him, so he's looking more amenable to the society. But at the end of the day, this kind of language is just not acceptable, and it's an indictment on our democracies that we are not strong enough to be able to say to this kind of people that this is not acceptable. And I just ask that common sense would prevail, and that if you are a politician, a writer, a philosopher, a musician, etc., I'm not saying that religion should not be criticized, but I am saying that whether religion or atheism is criticized, we have to do it in a civilized way. And I ask that you would step in the gap and bring some common sense and some civilization to this atheist religion war that's going on, and has been going on now for 10 years. And I hope that you can do something about it by trying to bridge gaps, trying to help people understand each other, and trying to encourage people to tone down the language and the aggressive rhetoric. And maybe if a few eminent philosophers or thinkers or writers, poets, artists just make a stand, then maybe moderation and civility will prevail. So the ball's in your court. I ask you to do something about it. You have a voice, and I ask that you would use your voice. Thank you for listening, and take care.